What if the greatest danger for a middle power isn't choosing the wrong side, but trying to stand on every side at once? More than 2,000 years ago, ancient China gave this behavior a name. Serve Qin today, serve Chu tomorrow. It describes someone who changes loyalty whenever circumstances change. Flexible, perhaps. Practical, maybe. Dangerous? History says yes. Could this ancient lesson have something to teach Canada today? Let's explore. During China's Warring States period, many smaller kingdoms were trapped between powerful rivals. Some rulers believed they had found the perfect strategy. Today, they would support Qin. Tomorrow, they would support Chu. Next month, they might support another kingdom. The goal was simple: avoid conflict, take benefits from everyone, commit to no one. At first, it seemed brilliant, but over time, something happened. Nobody trusted them. Every alliance became temporary, every promise became questionable, and when real danger arrived, they often stood alone. That is the warning behind Chos Tin Mutru. Today, Canada is not surrounded by ancient kingdoms. It faces a different challenge. Its economy is deeply connected to the United States. Its security is tied to North America. Yet, it also wants more European trade, more Indo-Pacific partnerships, more global opportunities. This is understandable. Every sovereign nation wants choices. In our previous episode, we discussed another Chinese strategy. The cunning rabbit has 3 burrows. Having options is wise. Diversification creates resilience. But ancient wisdom also asks another question. When does diversification become hesitation? When does flexibility become inconsistency? And when does balance become confusion? The importance of measure. Chinese philosophy has a simple but profound concept. It is called do. It means measure, balance, knowing where the limit is. Too little flexibility creates dependence. Too much flexibility creates distrust. Wisdom lies between the extremes. This idea appears throughout Chinese history and philosophy. The strongest strategy is rarely the most aggressive or the most independent. It is the most balanced. Canada can diversify. Canada should diversify, but geography still has a vote. The United States is not simply another trading partner. It is Canada's neighbor, its largest market, its closest security partner, its energy network, its transportation network, its supply chains. No trade agreement with Europe can move Europe across the Atlantic. No Indo-Pacific strategy can relocate Asia next door. Geography creates realities that politics alone cannot erase. Here's the paradox. Canada's diversification efforts may actually strengthen its relationship with America. Why? Because having alternatives creates confidence. But only if those alternatives are viewed as complements, not replacements. There is a difference between I have more friends and I am leaving my oldest friend. One builds resilience, the other creates suspicion. Ancient strategists understood this distinction well. This lesson is not only about Canada, it applies to every middle power in history. How do you gain room to maneuver without losing trust? How do you expand partnerships without appearing unreliable? How do you protect your independence while preserving essential alliances? There are no perfect answers, only careful balance. Today's world is becoming increasingly multipolar. Countries are building new partnerships. Trade routes are changing, supply chains are shifting. That makes diversification attractive. But ancient Chinese wisdom reminds us that strategy is not only about having many options. It is also about understanding which relationship remains fundamental. For Canada, that relationship is likely to remain the United States. Not because of ideology, not because of politics, but because of geography, economics, and history. Ancient China left us 2 seemingly contradictory lessons. The cunning rabbit has 3 burrows. Build alternatives. Never depend on only one path. But also, Serve Qin today, serve Chu tomorrow. Don't become so eager to gain every advantage that nobody knows where you stand. Perhaps the real strategy is neither complete dependence nor complete diversification, but measured diversification. Expanding choices while preserving trust. Building new partnerships without abandoning old ones. In Chinese thought, this is called finding du, the right measure. Not too much, not too little. Because in strategy, as in life, survival often belongs not to the strongest, but to those who know where balance ends and danger begins. In our next episode, we'll explore another ancient Chinese idea, the middle way, why the strongest position is often the most balanced one. Can ancient wisdom help countries navigate a world where every alliance is tested? Subscribe and join the conversation. History doesn't repeat itself, but human nature often does.